Kayaks and the 1984 Olympian Chris Delius bring you this video and hope that it will be an excellent learning resource for the improving paddler.
A video is an excellent way to learn kayaking skills. With this video, you can really see how a technique is performed. We can really show you exactly what you need to do to perform that technique, and then you can get the basic idea with the visualization. So you can go out and practice it with that visualization in your mind, and you end up learning like kids do through imitation and visualization. We understand the importance of learning this Eskimo roll, so our learning becomes much quicker on the river. And there are two types of rolls that are widely used in this country, and they are the C-to-C roll and the sweep roll. And the rolls are good for different types of bodies. For Sue here, who's very flexible, the C-to-C roll is the way to go. It's a very high-performance roll, and it leads to high-performance brace techniques and advanced play techniques. But this range of motion that Sue will go through, not everyone can go through this motion easily, and we'll show you. Sue, go ahead and tuck forward. She tucks forward, and her hamstrings need to be very flexible to get this extreme tuck. She'll roll out to this first C, what we call the first C, and her spine's making a C, the tippy top of her head down. Then pulling off this knee, she pulls all the way over to the second C, right to the tippy top of the head, and then she sits up. If you have that kind of range of motion, and you can sit in your boat and find out if you do, we'll go on with the C-to-C roll. This is my little buddy, Mr. C-to-C. He's going to show us how we translate the tuck out to the first C, over to the second C, how we translate that into riding the boat. You all ready? Mr. C-to-C is paddling down this river, and he hits the big wave, and over he goes. He doesn't want to hit the bottom with his head, so he tucks forward into the tuck, rolls out to the first C, and then instead of going over to the second C over here, he grabs the surface of the water with his paddle, and as he goes to the second C, now his boat rights itself, and he's in the second C, but his boat's upright, and then he sits up, and away he goes. To learn this roll, you need a friend to help you through the sequence and give you feedback. And also it helps to have a very warm and familiar body of water. And besides, it's snowing outside tonight, so we're going to do it in here, in this warm pool. And Susan looks better in lycra than neoprene. So, the first thing we need to do is establish the C-to-C motion that we practiced outside of the water on the dry land. Now, Sue,
Yes.
I want you to bend your body over, top of the head coming towards the surface of the water, and just keep your boat flat. Show me that motion.
Keep my boat flat.
Okay, there she's got the first C. Now I want you to bring the boat over on top of you, bring it into the rib, and the top of the head goes towards the sky, all the way till the boat's jammed in the rib, and I'm holding your hands right here. Okay, snap your boat up, all the way to the tippy top of the head's down. Now go ahead and sit up. Perfect C-to-C. Okay, let's try it one more time.
Ready?
Boat flat, tuck. Now bring it on over all the way into the rib. Head to the sky, she's making a C upward, and now a C downward as she snaps her boat up. Perfect. We've established that. Sometimes it may take 10-20 minutes to establish a perfect C-to-C action, but before you move on, make sure that you establish that, and then we move on to our second step. Okay, do it. Okay, to test this C-to-C and prove to her that it works, we'll do it with the life jacket. If she performs the technique, she'll come up perfectly. If she doesn't do it quite right, she won't be rewarded. Okay, let's do a perfect C-to-C.
Okay.
Tip right on over.
Same way?
The same way. Tip over. You tip on over. First C, second C. First C, second C. The assistant should be aware that she has to push her head down to complete that motion. And instinctively, she may want to lift that head, and that's what's good about this life jacket. For the assistant to use the life jacket instead of the hands, if she tries to lift her head, she can't complete the motion. One, do that. the life jacket sinks. But if she uses the C2C technique, up she comes instantly, and she's ready to move on to the next step. Okay, the next step being, we've established the C2C, and we know when she tips over to roll, she's tucked in this beautiful protected position. And how does she get from this protected position to that first C to complete the roll? Well, it's very easy. She's going to roll out to that lateral position. From this position, roll out to the first C, Sue. Roll it, roll out. Perfect. Go back. I want to make sure she gets this set in her mind. She rolls out, going out to that first C, so she feels her ribs rubbing along the rim of the kayak. Roll out. And now she's lateral. The assistant should look for the lateral position, the spine curved into a C right down to the tippy top of the head. And that's the perfect position. And then she'll complete the C2C that we just practiced. And then go ahead and simulate going to the second C. So I've got the boat all the way over. When she's done that, she's ready to try it underwater. Let's go. Sit up. Now this time, Sue, I'm going to tip you over. You're going to stay tucked. You're going to feel my hands, and you're going to roll out to that first C. All right, hold it. When you feel that C, those ribs jammed into the rim, then I'm going to hit the boat, and you're going to go to the second C. Okay? So 3 steps. Tuck. Hit the boat. She slides out to the first C. Hit the boat again. She rolls to the second C. Ready?
Do you want my hands here?
Her hands right there. Okay? And they're ready to grab it.
Okay.
She's tucked. Stay tucked. Stay tucked. There's her hands. Rolls out to the first C. There we go. She's up. When she's got that body movement perfect, then we move to the paddle. It may take someone 10, 20 minutes to establish this body motion perfect. One more time to prove it to you. This time, we'll roll over the far away, and her hands, if they're right there, will come up right again, right at my hands. Stay tucked, Sue. Tip on over, and her hands are right here. Roll, C to C, and upright. It's simple. Don't put the paddle in anyone's hand until you've established the perfect tuck, first C, second C. Sue, if at any time you tip over and you can't roll up, you can still use this tuck C to C technique on someone else's boat to right yourself. So if you tip over and you can't get up, if you tap, tap, tap the boat, slide, 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 Christy could come in here with her kayak and give your hand the boat, and I want you to do that same C to C action to right your boat, okay? So, Christy, go ahead and tip on over. This is called an Eskimo rescue. She slides her hands right into it. C to C. Okay. I won't let Sue touch this paddle until she's established perfect tuck, roll out, C to C, and she's there and she's ready. Okay, Sue, grab the paddle in normal paddling position. Okay. Reach it over to the parallel to the boat. Tuck way forward in a protected position. Okay. Now, just how we rolled out, just let go of your paddle for a second, roll out into that first C. Okay, now roll back. I want you to roll out, and the only reason this paddle sweeps out to the side is because your body's rolling out. This paddle's an extension of your head. This arm takes the paddle underneath the boat, so this paddle goes from parallel to perpendicular on the surface of the water. Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Roll out. Roll out. Perfect. That paddle, there it is. Now roll back. One more time. Now that's a lot of stretch, Sue. That's perfect. One more time. Roll out. Tuck to the first C. She's all set up. Now bring it all the way across over to the second C. All the way across. She's ready. Go ahead and sit up. All right? Ready? Stay tucked. Stay tucked. Perfect position. C to C. Okay, Sue. Now keep that blade angle. Keep that blade angle on the paddle. Just almost flat to the water. Flat to the water. What's that?
So fast.
Tuck. Roll out, C, C. The assistant might be providing a little bit of support with his hand for the paddle the first few times, but she's got such perfect technique, she's ready to try it without the support. But I'm there ready to offer it in case she needs it. And remember, Sue, head down. Ready?
I'm back up.
She's tucked. She's ready. No hands, and she's out. Perfect. So we need to establish that perfect C to C action first without any paddle, then add the tuck to the C to C, and once we've established that perfect body motion without the paddle, then it's just a matter of holding on to the paddle and tying into that body action, sweeping the paddle on the surface with the body rolling out, and once you do that and tuck, roll out, C to C, you're upright. The assistant should look for the perfect technique of the body with the head going down all the time and not try to hurry on the steps with putting the paddle in the hand until the technique's established.
Remember these tips. Tuck your head on the deck. Roll out to the first C. Using the paddle, roll out to the second C. Sit up.